Okay.
We're ready?
Yep.
All right, well, let's call this meeting of the Philomath Park Advisory Board on June 2nd, call it to order, and we're at 5:33. You want me to do roll call?
Sure.
Jacob?
Here.
Owen?
Here.
Yasha? And Candy and Yvonne? I don't see any of those three. Stephen?
Here.
And I'm here. All right, is that all we need there?
Yep.
All right, public comments, and we have public comment. Izzy, I'll turn it over to you.
Okay, thank you. I have 5 minutes. I didn't prepare my, putting my timer on. I didn't prepare something to say because, anyway.
We're a
here.
little more flexible than a
My
council
name-
meeting.
Okay, I'm Elizabeth Elliott. They call me Izzy. I'm a senior citizen. I mostly like to ride a bike and go to quilt meetings. I'm generally harmless except when people don't tell the truth. I'm here because y'all are planning a new vision. And back in 2018, that's 8 years ago, I was doing what you were doing. By the way, thanks for doing what you're doing because those meetings are really long. Thanks for being chairperson. We were a group of people trying to create a better skate park. We wanted a better skate park. So we worked for, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, and we finally gave up. Y'all were planning to do grind line, it was way too expensive. Anyway, what I'm here today is to say the same basic thing. We need a place for people who like to ride wheels to have a place, but forget the skate park idea. All right, forget the skate park idea. Think pump track. Pump track. The people who were here 8 years ago, believe it or not, they're in college now. But I talk to people your age that have little tykes with the tykes that go like this. They want a place to take their kids to a park where they can just go on a pump track. Then you have the people who are on the scooters that are 10 years old. They just want to go on a pump track. Then you have kids with little bikes. Forget teenagers. I love teenagers dearly, but we're not ready for them. Think pump track. Think easier. Think less money. So, but the same rules apply. The well-intentioned skate park is unmaintained and unusable. Maybe it's maintained, I don't know. Anyway, there's a whole reason why your skate park doesn't work. Skate parks are like libraries. Every community needs one. Everybody needs a place to hang out with wheels. Scooter riding, BMX, or rollerblading. The facility can be used for a lifetime of anybody. I can use it. You can use it. If you have kids, they can use it. So I'm just pleading, I guess pleading might be the right word. We had lots of people that were involved, but apathy happens really soon, and it happened and they're all gone now. So as of today, I'm officially putting all this in the dumpster. I'm tearing this up. It's all going back to the earth. I'm actually gonna use this for compost. Anyway, I'm just pleading to you to think future, think vision, try to think of something that all kids can use. And I hear parents say they especially want something for entry level. So entry level would be scooters and tykes. So anyway, thank you, Pump Track.
So on those pump tracks, there are spaces for the little ones. Are there separate spaces for the
You
big
could
people?
design it however you want. You could say, what does Philomath need? Philomath needs a place for little kids. The reason why I'm here, I forgot to state the reason why I'm here. I like seeing kids smile. I like seeing kids laugh. I like seeing kids being competitive against themselves. I don't really want to sit at a baseball park or a football park. I want to sit at a park where I see individuals challenging themselves, learning things like, no, you go first. Learning things like, oh, I fell, I can get up again. So so in this pump track, you got to have places for senior citizens to sit on the side and watch the kids. But you can design it however you want. It can be made of soil and dirt. It can be made of cement. It can be made of both. You can design it. And cement, you have people that know how to use cement in Philomath, I know that. And you have people that know how to move earth around. So I don't think it'll be very expensive. And in the year 2018, the tennis courts were given a $200,000 gift from, I can tell you, not a gift. They were given money to be used to assist with the project, SDC funds. So if you had 200,000 from some miraculous fund that pops up, you could actually create pump track, and my time is up, 45 seconds. So, thank you. Anything you want to design is the answer.
All right, one other question that I have. Babs, is that still a viable organization, or is it going in the compost?
Well, the young people that I had working with me are now out of college, so I don't know where they are. The old people that had working with me, 3 of them already left Philomath town. So I don't know if it's still viable, but you know who's was really a wonderful person in Babs is, so we wanted all skills, all ages, and all writers, was Rose.
Oh, yeah.
Rose is really helpful for the whole Babs thing. And I have a few other people, but anyway, and I'd be happy if you're interested in getting, oh, there it goes. When I ride my bike, I see moms and dads with their little kids, and I think I was gonna get a little thing that said, you know, suggest, answer this survey and suggest something with wheels. And we're gonna call it, Family Action Park, because that's the focus, Family Action Park. Okay, thanks, everybody. Congratulations on your job. Good luck in what you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I heard that. Okay, thanks, everybody. I'm so glad they finally get this out of my drive. Is that-
Also beneficial.
And if you want to leave any of those materials for us to look through for historic purposes, I'm happy to also recycle what is not needed.
Okay, you know what, I'll leave you what I think would be helpful.
Okay.
You don't need the minutes of all the other meetings. You
Yeah, we have those, but
Yeah. People's signatures and drawings that we made.
if you have anything you feel would be valuable,
Yeah, okay.
let's save them for our file. Yes, for our archive file.
Thank you.
Yes. All right.
One thing to add to that, I have been to a playground on the coast with my kids once that had a thing similar to what she was describing, and you were asking about different levels, like different levels of skill. And the one that I saw had multiple like concentric circles almost. And so it seemed like the littles were on the small one, and then you could kind of go up as you wanted. There was no one, you know, separating anything or keeping track, but there was an option for that, just to.
Where was that?
I want to say it was in Florence. I can't remember if it was Florence or Newport, but one of those two on the coast had a park with I remember because my boy was on the size bike with no pedals. And so it worked perfect because he was just,
Yeah, that's
something like that. Yeah, but he enjoyed it and that helped him a lot.
Well, if you would like, Owen, did you have something you wanted to say?
Oh, you,
Sorry,
yeah,
your
you
hand
passed,
is so far across the room for me to see that I did not see it.
you passed the test. I was just seeing if you're paying
Hold
attention to
on.
me. Can you hear me all right in the room?
We're getting the volume.
Faintly.
Yeah, I'm trying to turn the volume up. Hold on.
Okay. How about
Yeah.
now? Saying you passed the test and were paying attention to me. Yeah, I have the benefit of being able to sit here in Google and, you know, a pump track and a skate park aren't mutually exclusive. I think they can really be integrated. So that's something to think about for designs, is being able to integrate all wheel types and skill types and people types.
And we can bring this up at a future meeting just to refresh, because most people are new, and that would give you an idea of where we are in that whole process with the skate park, All Abilities Park, what we've done so far and where we are. Pump track has been discussed in the past. So it is actually in the park master plan as a potential suggestion for Philomath. So if that's something that you're interested in, just brushing up on and having more information about.
I think.
Can I add one more thing?
Oh, sure.
It seemed to me that the $600,000 tag that Grindline put on turned a lot of people off. So I think if you say we're looking for something that's more, that the city feels as they can do, at 200,000, what can we do for 200,000? So maybe start with that, rather than going with Grindline and getting the best and the, you know,
Right,
suggestion.
right. Well, and whatever we did, we would put out to bid, so.
Sure, yeah.
And that's the unfortunate part, is since 2018, any project that was done in 2018 is light years away in cost. I mean, it's probably 60% more now. That's just where we're at with construction costs. It's unfortunate, but,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, but valid points, and, you know, if the park board's interested, there are so many new members now that it might be worth us just discussing it. We don't have funding currently, but it is still absolutely an active discussion. We talk about it with city council every year, so.
What was that list you had mentioned, that master list of?
The park master plan,
Yeah, is that
so
accessible somewhere?
it's on the website, and
Okay.
then, I do have an additional document that's not on the website that I can,
The park master plan, the skateboard was listed as a number one thing the community wanted.
Yep.
I thought you guys use the park master plan every week, you go over things.
we know, but annually we do review it and look at projects.
$42,000 for that park, and for that park plan, and skateboard was listed more often than anything else. So that's a
Okay,
good
park
review.
master
Thank you.
plan,
Yeah.
but yeah, we'll put that on potentially, we'll talk about that, Larry, for future.
And it will be interesting to see the feedback on the
Survey.
Yeah.
current.
Yeah, the current one that's out.
Yeah, and just for a public meeting, if anyone is watching, we do have the Willamette Visioning 2050 community survey is open, I think until June 4th. So that is what, Friday here? I don't know what day we're on. So 2 days. So we've got 2 days.
June 4th.
So if anyone is listening and wants to have their input on all kinds of things, please do. Okay. I have no one else for public comment, no one online.
Okay. All right, thank you, Izzy,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
and
you.
I'll see you right by my house all the time.
Look at you. Do you wait?
Of course. A lot of times you're walking it because there's a hill right. Yeah.
Do that part.
All right, let's go on to business, music in the park planning. We had our first one with the schools on the 21st, and I think it went well. Pioneer was there handing out popsicles.
It's popular.
And
Nice.
we had good music from both middle school and high school band. They were not full bands, but they were jazz band, or I can't remember the exact names. And anyway, that was good. But we need to, I don't know, is this where we want to talk about making sure we fill in all the dates?
Yeah, so as of right now, all the dates are full.
Oh, they are.
So I know without disclosing when, I don't, it's a warning because you're out in the world, I wouldn't say when you are and aren't going to be available in town.
Sure.
Sure.
Like, it seems like every time someone's new on the board, you just totally forget because we're in this room. But if anyone needs to change or swap, you should be able to do that yourself on Sign Up Genius. I know that Candy was having some issues, and so I got her signed up. If anyone has any issues, please just email me and I can fix it for you. So it seems to be working well. And as of right now, we have everything full.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'll have to look at the dates for me, but I do have pretty packed. Well, I'm not available for June 10th because I'm at budget committee, and then we also have some summer staffing things going on for a lot of July. So I'll be kind of city manager-ing during some of that time. So I may not be able to attend that one, but I will help coordinate. So generally what I do about now, although like I said, I'm a little overwhelmed with workload right now, but right now what I generally do is I will email whoever the 2 people that are signed up are, make sure you, obviously you're aware you're getting notices, but you're aware, you don't have any questions, make sure I remind you to come figure out who's going to pick up the sound system, be responsible. So I will reach out. And then that's a good time if you do have any issues or last minute, oh, I forgot I can't make it, just let me know and we will figure it out. We've always been pretty successful being able to figure it out. And what we don't have right now in the signups is, I mean, it does have kind of these 2 overlapping shifts because you don't need anyone standing around while the band is setting up, but it is nice to have someone there because sometimes something is askew, or they're new and they don't know where they're going. But I also send an email to the bands ahead of time, just so you all know, and I tell them where power is, ask if they have any questions, let them know that someone will be on site. So that's what I do on the back end for coordinating.
And the other thing is that with Sign Up Genius, if you're signed up, they'll send an email to say, hey, don't forget, you're on, I don't know, a day or two
Sure.
ahead of time, something like that. So that's helpful. But I know it's tough to sign up for something in the end of August. Things do change. But if that's an issue, let us know so we can get that covered. And the bands, looks like we got out of the 6, 4 of them are new, or this is the first year. I think the only 2 repeats are the first and the last.
Yeah.
Um, So we could have some issues if they haven't been here before or something, but it's
So,
pretty
yeah,
straightforward.
2 are fairly local, the new bands are fairly local, so they're probably
Okay.
familiar with the area and our site. One of the bands is out of California and one is out of Seattle area. Whenever I have bands that are from that far, I make sure that you're sure you understand what we're paying because it's not much. You know, all the things and they said, yes, we understand. I actually just was on all of their websites getting some information and I saw our Philomath Music in the Park on their list of where they're playing. They're all kind of playing in the area, so they're traveling through in this area and we're another gig for them. So yeah, that's exciting to have some, you know, both local and some traveling through.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. So I think
Sure, and take note of that, so when we're
Yeah.
announcing, we can say like all the way from California.
sure.
whatever.
Yeah, because I do think that it's kind of, we like to keep local and we like to give those opportunities and have our local bands as well. But it shows how hard, honestly, that the park board and staff have been working over the past several years to get it kind of amped up.
Yeah.
Which also reminds me, you give the person or persons in charge a little trifold thing that tells you what to say.
So you all have those now.
You all have-
I have sent them, I
Oh, you got
believe.
them. Okay.
Yeah, I think you
All
have
right.
them
I got one.
electronically as well.
Oh, you do? Okay.
If you
great.
don't have them, let me know. Don't get obviously too hung up on the process. It's supposed to be fun. If you forget something or you forget to say something, it is not the end of the world. I think there's just a few primary things that are kind of like key, which are I would say it's contractual, but we do tell Pioneer, like, we will mention you at every concert because they are our full series sponsor. And then, of course, we really like to shout out to the other organizations that come as well. So,
And the people that are selling food,
right.
either Lions Club or Mud
Yeah.
Oven.
So what I will attempt my very best to do is when I send the email, I will try to give you that information that you'll need for that night. Like, just as a reminder, like, here's who is providing the activities for the concert that's coming up. Here's who is going to be serving food. And then it should be pretty easy for you to make your notes on that. Yeah, so, and I think I gave you, if you both have the numbers and the codes on those.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the code, and I don't know if it's in there, but generally the Kugler shelter is for the food provider. And then we will let the band know that if they need to go in there, they can. That's open for them. The restroom's a lot closer than hiking across the park.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
And I think, do the vendors have that code?
The food vendors do have the code, so they should be able to get themselves in.
Gotcha.
But again, when you're there earlier, if something comes up, you have it too.
That doesn't change the code.
We have the same code program for all of our events.
Perfect.
So,
Cool.
so any other questions about that? You feel like you're good to go, at least going into this month? And
It sounds like that next one, there will be a veteran there, so I can kind of watch.
yeah, so I think
Well, she's a veteran.
she's
and-
fairly new, but I
she's
did
been
talk
there
to
once.
Candy.
But she's been there
Yeah.
before.
Yeah,
was
she
on
has.
this.
And I
Okay.
did talk to her about it, so she feels good. Obviously it's hard when you don't do public speaking on a regular basis. It is. It's probably the hardest thing about it.
Personally, it's the opposite for me. I don't mind the public speaking.
And
It's like knowing where everything's at.
I would
getting
say
everything
that
set
she
up.
is really good on the other things. You two are gonna work great together. She'd probably be so thankful if you did the public speaking part. Candy does know a lot of people in the community, so that's helpful. But at least got one go through with Larry, so
Sure.
should be good to go. And then, yeah, the only other thing I was going to discuss was the table. So we talked about tabling. We were able to order a table cover that
Oh, nice.
and it's elastic so that
Skirt.
in the wind of the Philomath winds, it doesn't fly away. And it says music in the park, I think, Park Advisory Board.
Cool.
So
Very cool.
really official. There are tables in the Kugler shelter, so you'll just be able to go in, get a table, put the cover on it. I will have the cover with the sound machine. So whenever someone's picking that up, we'll just make sure to send that with the sound machine.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. And should we set that table up just near like where Pioneer sets up?
I would say like generally, I think where we've kind of set those up is at that corner of the pavilion that's like nearest to the stage,
Sure.
kind of off a little bit, but wherever you think you can use your discretion. If you think there's a better place next time, move it. We are not that firm on everything having to be the same every time. But yeah, I'm gonna make a note to make sure there are materials for that, and then we'll have more of these that you can hand out. And
And the food vendors, the Lions Club uses the shelter. So,
Where the picnic benches typically are?
yeah, and they're
Okay.
usually close to the building itself,
Okay.
so they can use the water and all that stuff.
Right.
So we probably, when they're there, we may have to use a table that's away from that.
Sure.
Mud oven sets up in the.
Further away.
In the grass.
Yeah.
So the shelter is kind of all open there.
I think that's actually we have a map. The map's not in there, right? That was a separate.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was separate, yeah.
And I don't, but you know, is Pioneer gonna bring their trailer every time?
I don't know. I'm actually going to reach out to them.
Okay.
My primary contact there has left Pioneer, is my understanding. So I'm not sure who the primary contact is, but I am going to reach out to Pioneer before next week, because I do want to make sure that they're not doing anything that's kind of stepping on the toes of our food vendors. We did just kind of rebuild our relationship with Lions Club, and we want them to be there and make sure that they're not handing out something for free that's going to be,
Right.
we don't want them handing out chips when Lions Club sells food with chips
And the Lions Club sells hot dogs, chips, and soda
and burgers.
burgers. So
Yeah.
there's no dessert.
There's no
type thing.
desserts, so I
So
think,
They brought
and-
popsicles.
sure, and I think that's probably fine.
The kids were going crazy.
It draws people, so, anything like that I think is great, but I will reach out to them. That's very, very new, so the other times they've said, hey, could we come table? Yeah, great, and they literally just had a little table with Pioneer things and a
Sure.
couple, and this time, they brought a whole truck with free popsicles, great. So I'll try to get a better idea of what their plan is, and I think they just said they were coming Wednesdays, so they
Oh,
were.
just Wednesdays?
Just Wednesdays.
Cool, cool.
Was Wednesdays the Lions Club or the alternative food?
Lions Club.
Lions Club was Wednesdays, that's what I thought.
Yes, and Sundays is Mud Oven Pizza, so they do the farmer's market, and
Yeah,
then
it's
they roll their pizza oven down to the park.
Yeah, it's on the back, Wednesday's Lions Club. Mud
Yep.
Oven.
Cool.
And then, like I said, we have a bigger poster that has like all of this stuff on one poster. We will hopefully by next week have that printed on a sandwich board as well. And then we usually set that out kind of as people walk there between, like the Kugler shelter, as you walk from the parking lot. We'll just set the sandwich board up, and it just lets everyone know, hey, we have more coming up. And we'll try to get it done. But like I said, we're just a little short-staffed this week and next week. So we'll see how much we can get to, but we'll try to get all that ready
And-
for the first concert.
This band that's gonna be on the 10th, last year they brought their own sound system.
They did. They brought
Which was
someone to
really
do
good.
sound for them. It was really good. So yeah, I don't know what they'll be doing this year, but they did play last year. So they're familiar, which is great.
Yes.
So
Helpful.
yeah, I think that'll be
That'll
really
be
good.
good that they're a returning band as well for myself. and candy. We've only done
Yes.
one, then
Yeah, last year they did have a little bit of a power issue. They came pretty early. We were able to resolve it. But if you're having issues with power, I think you have the Public Works after hours phone is in there. I did troubleshooting on it last year. I was there, but if you need to call Public Works and just express, this is urgent, we have a whole bunch of people coming for a concert, so they know, we need you to call us back. And they should they'll come out and help resolve things.
perfect.
Yeah.
The other one is the money jug, and somebody else brings that.
Okay.
And I never know for sure who, but
Sure.
it's I never remember the,
Willamette Performing Arts Benefit Fund. Yes.
and so somebody will bring it, then we collect it, and then we give that back to them, and they take care of it, and I don't know, they don't bring the jug back here, they just,
They've been keeping it. It works a lot better. I used to have to coordinate it back and forth with them, and they said, why don't we just keep it? So it did get a nice new, I don't know if you noticed, but I got a new update this year to kind of brand with the shirts and things.
Sounds
So
like a good job for my kids. I'll walk around with them while they.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hard to say no to that, right?
yeah.
And their youth.
Right.
Ties it together.
Yes, but I think we have done a good job this year of trying to brand the park board and Music in the Park a little bit further. We've been working on that. So you should be identifiable, like your tablecloth is that color.
Or
Yes, I know it's also very similar to the Frolic color.
ties it together.
There's not a lot of choices when you start putting logos on things and what they look good on. But it does kind of tie it together. It's people are familiar. So hopefully those shirts are going to help people
look great,
identify
by the
you.
way.
Yeah,
Look
they
great.
Okay, yeah, we were able to get those, and like I said, I think it's gonna help a lot.
Yep.
Jugs the same color,
Definitely.
tablecloth, shirts, so we'll
But
see
you
if
might
we
also get, since you're wearing Park Advisory Board, people come in and say, that swing over there.
You
is
might.
not-
right.
Is broken or
Yeah.
something like that, so.
Perfect time for that. Public comments.
We do, and you can always just put it in your notes app and you can send it to me if you hear things from people. Sometimes you'll have people ask you really random things about all kinds of city related things, and you can we'll forward that question on, or go ahead and, the city website has great ways for you to contact people. So just feel free to say that. You don't have to have all the answers. Just try your best,
And we
obviously,
are
to
the
provide
Park
people with an outlet.
Advisory.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one thing from last time, speaking of that, Public Works, that lawn on the east side was really soggy.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
somebody tell you that? So I don't know if there's a loose connection in the irrigation system or what. But Candy stepped in an area that was really
Really
soggy.
soggy. Yeah, it's
So
still,
I don't know if you want me to,
well, they did say they would do a sweep out there. There's also, some dips that they put dirt in the rear, and Public Works did say that they were going to go out before
okay.
our events here, but yeah,
Right.
we'll do that.
Oh, and you have any questions? We haven't forgot about you.
No. I was just gonna share. I'll probably be there June 10th with some family.
Good.
Yeah, I signed up late. Summer just came so fast. I gotta sign up.
That's fine.
And
I have to say, this band was so much fun last year, so I
it's good.
really think, yeah.
And I would
it's in for a treat.
encourage all of the board members to, try to get there sometime before you're on duty,
Yeah.
to see what's going on.
Yep, even if you can only stop by for a short bit,
Yeah.
gives you a feel for it. Okay.
All right, anything else on music in the park planning? We're in good shape?
Good.
Good.
Okay. City park exercise equipment ribbon cutting.
Yeah, so this has been a fun thing to coordinate. You've seen a little bit of my email back and forth, and I almost had to send another one today. So we had some parts that they kind of inadvertently didn't tell us that we might need for our large trapeze structure, which is kind of it's the big showcase piece of our exercise equipment. And then it's taken forever to get it. It was supposed to arrive yesterday. It was supposed to arrive weeks ago. Now they're saying it's going to be here tomorrow, but it is in transit with like a company now for delivery, so that's good news. Then the next thing was getting the wood surface that goes in there, the wood chips. And so as of this morning, I got a call from the operations supervisor, like, yeah, I called them and they're like out into mid-July.
Wow.
And I went, oh, okay, well, let me wait. I'm gonna wait a few days and see if something changes. And he wrote me back and said they were actually able to get us in like just before a date, like the 24th of this month or something. So as of right now, it looks like we're going to be able to hold that ribbon cutting date, which I think was the 30th.
I think that was the last we were told.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 30th. So I know the mayor's planning to be there. I know there are people in and out of town. It's a hard time of year. But it would be great if we had any park board members that could come. It is a ribbon cutting ceremony, so there will be pictures. The newspaper will be there. It would be super great if we could have some park board members. And I know you weren't all here when we planned that project, but it is a good project that kind of happened. It did bypass our master plan list, but it was kind of an example of, we had aging equipment there. It had to come out. It wasn't really assessed as part of the park master plan project list at that time, but it came up and the park board just said, we don't want to see the park sit there with nothing. Like, we had to remove it. So I think it was kind of a good showcase of how sometimes we, do have opportunities that come up, and we were able to get funds for that project. So I'm excited for it to go in. I think it's going to be great addition. Park board put a lot of thought into helping with location and selection and public input,
Yeah.
and so
Project.
it's great. It's a good project. So yeah, if you're able to come, great.
Was that late afternoon or evening?
It's at like
Evening.
6, I think.
Okay.
Like
6 p.m. Yep. 6
Yeah.
p.m. I'll be
Yeah.
there.
Okay, and we'll have a little bit more like public information coming out, just inviting the community coming out. We'll figure out what we're doing. City manager usually has big ideas. Let's do popsicles. Let's do like
I'm gonna
handout.
have Somebody trying out the equipment, modeling.
We
what
would
you're
love to
supposed
see that. Like, that's our hope is we're calling it a workout party and ribbon cutting because we hope that people are gonna come like,
Want to
Use it.
Yeah.
use the
right,
equipment,
do
yeah.
some pull-ups, like do the trapeze. I can't wait to see someone do that. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Won't be me.
What about you? So, yeah, so I think that's gonna be a good
Well,
event.
the other thing that I was thinking as Izzy was talking to us earlier,
Mhm.
the skate park pump track
Mhm.
is located just south of that. So, I mean, it would connect in there really nicely, I think.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking the whole time. My kids love the skate park at City Park, and
Mm-hmm.
we go there a lot. And to have something that's easier for them to use, I
Right.
think it's a
Or
good idea.
adults using that while the kids are on the playground, or, it's good, it's a good location.
The downfall of pump track, I mean, again, we'll talk about this at a future meeting,
Sure,
is
yeah.
that City Park is not really there's just not enough room there for a pump
Big
track
enough.
in that area.
Right.
And we did do a feasibility study on the skate park, so that's why I'd love to bring it back and let
Yeah.
you all see, we do actually have a design. That's what Izzy was talking about with the price tag. We have a design, we had it designed already. We had a feasibility study done on where to put it.
Yeah, sure.
So we have gone pretty far in the process, not to say that things couldn't change at this point, but I would love to update you all on what we do have currently.
Be cool to talk about.
Yeah, so, all right, well, that, if you have any other input about the ribbon cutting or ideas or anything, email me, let me know now.
Sounds fun.
We're open to, hearing input for it.
Yeah, just attendance, so.
Yeah, attendance would be great.
Got a lot of young soldiers in the area who.
Just
could
anyone
come
who
and
wants
do
to
some work with
come, the
me.
more the better. That
Yeah.
would be great, yeah.
All of my unit know.
Awesome. I think it's a good, and we were going to make sure to invite fitness over 50, send an invite to them as well. They have a lot of folks in the area as well. It would just be really great to get people who are into being active. Fitness Over 50, I think, did sort of give us some input on this happening and keeping it there. Some of the members of that
Yeah, and they might be,
attend there.
they might even be willing to, have a table there.
Who knows? Yeah,
I
so,
can talk to Nate, the owner, and
Okay.
see if he's interested.
yeah, and I'll be sure to find an email address to send that. I know Counselor Crocker is pretty connected with them, and yeah, but anyone in the area. We also have our Anytime Fitness, I think, downtown, Anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So, anyone in the area, we'll just try to make sure that we kind of get them the info, and it'd be great if they can invite, we have the CrossFit place too. Just invite everyone, and everyone will be invited, but I really do think just having those people push it out will be great, because it's an outside option, which is gonna be really cool.
Do we have any like flyers or little pamphlets or anything talking about the ribbon cutting itself?
I don't yet, but we should have some materials here coming up pretty soon.
Take that around to the.
Yes, exactly. We can just hand them out, just like
And I'm
these.
sure that, and I'm sure Brad will put something in.
Yep,
the
once we
paper.
have the details out, should be in Plymouth News most likely, so.
When
Yeah.
they have a solid, for sure date.
Yeah, I know. I've been a little hesitant, as you can imagine, to really get solid on anything, but I think we're good now.
Okay, moving on, staff updates. Since you're the only staff person here, do you have any updates other than what you've said already?
I don't think I have any updates, just the projects that we're currently working on, but also a good time if you had other questions for me about park-related things that you've seen come up that you have questions on.
I don't think so at the moment.
No?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
All right, board updates. You guys have anything that you want to discuss or anything?
Nothing from me personally
All
right
right.
now, yeah.
Owen? You got anything for board update?
You're muted, Owen. Oh, and you're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted. There we go.
We can't read lips.
So now you're good, COVID vibes.
All right, you're good now. Yeah.
Yes.
No updates. I was just seeing if I can make a connection with the CrossFit gym in town to see if they want to join on the 30th.
Yeah. And like I said, I do think that's a good suggestion. We don't always do little quarter flyers, but this would be a good event for us to do that, because it is city park, so it's
And it's right
our
there.
community park.
Yeah, sure.
We have done in the past, like if we had a neighborhood park ribbon cutting, we've gone in the neighborhood and kind of made sure that they knew and were personally invited. But for this, I think that's a good way for us to get the word out.
Well, and they can come and work out during music in the park.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good purpose.
All right, future discussion items, the only thing would be the skate park kind of update, if you want to, since we do have a lot of new people, that would be a good thing to do. July 7th, do we need to keep that, or is that, I'm just looking.
Yeah, I don't think that we need to have that. I think we're pretty set on music in the park. In the past, we often were meeting because, quite frankly, we were trying to smooth things out with our program, but we're pretty smooth now. And then, yeah, if there's anything that comes up in between.
Okay, and there's a music in the park the day after.
Yep.
I think August would be a good time then to meet, because
Yeah.
August would be a good time then
Yeah.
to meet,
Mhm.
because we'll be almost through music in the park and we can start looking at what's next.
Yeah, okay.
So
Well,
that
let's,
would be, August 4th, so we have two more after that one.
Maybe that would be a good time to talk, or I don't know, maybe that might be too late, because I know we had spoke about making the last music in the park different. Is that still in the?
That's in play. So
Okay.
essentially at this point, the chamber is doing most of the planning for that.
Got it.
But if you have input, I absolutely want to hear it if you have concerns or things you'd like to see. But we kind of have given them the go-ahead to plan. I know they're
Yeah.
coordinating with Maxtivity, I think Mud Oven. So
Oh, they are?
they're coordinating with them to do
Oh,
some
good.
cool things, but I would love to invite Chamber Director Nikki to that meeting. That would be a great time for her to give us an update on where they're at, see if there's anything they need from us,
You could add maybe.
or that we could add. I do think obviously having our table there is gonna be great. We may even be able, because it's bigger, to get like a city councilor or the mayor to also table, to make it kind of a park board music in the park,
Yeah.
but also just a city table where people can get some other information. So I will reach out to Nikki about that.
It had been mentioned, I think it was Nikki that mentioned that it was wanting to be more of like an end of summer bash.
Yes.
So maybe as
Well,
well.
and then we did that, that was the first time last year. But it was, we tried something different last year, and we did, it was a Wednesday in September.
Mhm.
And the only issue was that by the time it was over, it was dark.
Sure. Sure, yeah. A
So
little late.
that's why we didn't
Yeah.
do it
Yep,
this
that's why we
year.
didn't do it this year.
So this would be a great way to, end up, the, kind of the end of the summer. And that would work well if you want to invite her up to the August 4th
Mhm.
meeting.
Yeah,
Um,
it'd be good to get updated on, and she'll be done with Sip and Stroll, so she probably will have moved on to more planning for this again. So yeah, I think that would be a good idea. I'll reach out to her and see if she's available.
So in our July 8th one, that must be close to the Frolic too, isn't it?
Yes, that's the Wednesday of Frolic Week.
Frolic Week.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good though. That's kind of.
It's good. I think it's kind of I know they do some activities. I think they do some Wednesday things too, maybe their baseball thing. that
Yeah,
they
I
do,
know
but
they-
it's not, everyone is not in attendance, like it's not a whole community thing. So I think it's kind of good. That's a week when there's just a lot of energy. There's people from out of town coming in. So, that'd be great. See if we can get more people there too. And I can ask the Frolic too if they want to share it with anyone they know who's coming into town early. Cowboys that are here for, come early. They might be willing to share it as something to do. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna meet on August 4th, talk about skate park, we'll have chamber there. That'll be good. Anything else for the good of the order?
Sir.
Nope, good.
Owen, anything from you? I don't want you thinking we're
Nope, but
forgetting.
thank you for including me.
Do you have anything else,
I don't.
Chelsea? And then I think it's time for adjournment at 6:15.
Bye, Owen. Thanks for.
Thanks, Owen. It's good to see you.
Glad I could help make quorum.
I still have your shirt here, so
I like the
I'll be
tie-dye.
by.
bye.
Bye.